Okay, we're up on, this is New Haven, which is also called, well, it joins with Half Moon Bay, and the views up here are just knockout views. I'm looking right here at this video now, we're looking at the Southeast Peninsula, and this adjoins, Frigate Bay is between the Southeast Peninsula and also where I'm at right here, which is New Haven, and also Half Moon Bay, which are next to each other. But the views up here are really knockout. And you're looking at prices up here, somewhere right around, you can, I'd say anywhere from 10 to 17 US a square foot. It depends on the height. The higher you get up, the better the view is, and the higher the cost is going to be. This particular lot is actually got the best view of any lot that's in Half Moon Bay. It's got in New Haven. It's got an incredible view up here. Also, if you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, how to get a second passport as quick as 45 days, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen. You get new videos automatically as they come out. We got almost 800 videos here. And number 2 is I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below. Number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. All right, let me show you why the view up here is just so good. I'm going to walk up here and just show you. This particular lot, it bends around where you can actually see the northern part of the island. Where I'm pointing right now is going out towards St. Bart's. And clear day, you can see it right out here. It's probably about 50 miles away if you flew directly there from here. And if you go back here, you see the circumference. You can go all the way around. The views up here are just knockout because the way this particular lot curves around, and you just got just a knockout view. And this is actually the area they call Half Moon Bay. As you can see, that bay down there, it looks like a moon shape. That's why they call it Half Moon Bay. And there is a citizenship development. There's 2 of them. I'm going to show you from up here on the hilltop just to give you an idea. And you can see Imperial Bay and also Koi Resort. They're both right next to each other down there. And to give you an example, you're looking at very, very expensive if you buy a full unit there. This area though is really nice. You've got real nice homes, and they're built. You don't see raggedy type homes, and it's you're real close to, literally, if you cross the golf course there, you're right on the beach. You just walk down the hill and go across the golf course, and you're right at the beach. And so it's right there, and you're far enough. I'll be honest with you, I don't like living right on the beach because you have a lot of sea blast, but this is high up and far enough away that you will not have sea blast. I'm actually about the same distance from the ocean as this right here, and I've been the place for 15 years, and I've had one little lot to go out. That's it in 15 years. So, and I'll tell you this too, you won't get tired of being high up, but you will get tired of being right on the ocean front. But the views here, you never get tired of it. They're just knockout views, incredible views here. Now, this is pretty close to shopping. If you look over here, where I've got this video pointed, that's the Marriott way over there. And then the Marriott across the street, you got a Rams. You got 2 different Rams grocery stores there. So, I mean, you're very close to grocery shopping. That's the problem with the Southeast Peninsula, which I'm pointing to the mountains, the southeast. You're looking at around 8 miles from here to the bottom, so to the bottom of the Southeast Peninsula, and you're looking at, I mean, that's 8 miles driving back just to get a loaf of bread. There are no grocery stores down there. There are no street lights. But what I like here is you're close to amenities, real good views. Man, you can have your business right out of your house here. Remember I told you before, St. Kitts, you can literally come down here, set up your business, have an internet business right out of your house with views like this, with no income tax, no capital gains tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax, almost no property tax. It's like 0.20%. avoided your purchasing with a $29,600 US exclusion before that 0.20% kicks in. It's just incredible, the views up here. But you'll notice here on this lot, there's a slant. The reason you want a slant going down, if you don't have a slant, you're going to have someone that's going to block you in the front. Okay, you want this guy in the front to be down lower. Okay, to give you an example, like a house like this here is on the same level almost as over here. The problem with you have is someone builds here, it's going to block the guy in the back because he has no elevation behind here that's significant enough to really be able to see everything. That's why you want to have a drop-off, and it's important to have a drop-off in front of you so you don't lose this beautiful view. I mean, this view is just a knockout. Really nice. And great places to walk up here too. It's really great views for, I walked up here myself, and you get a lot of exercise just walking up here. It's just incredible the amount of exercise you get walking up here. Now, when you buy here, I would advise you to get citizenship before you buy. You don't have to, but there is a 10% land alien holder license unless you're from a country from the Eastern Caribbean states, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Dominica. There's about 11 of those Eastern Caribbean states. And you still have to apply for the license, but you don't have to pay the 10% fee if you're from one of those countries, even if you're not a citizen of St. Kitts, but you're a citizen of those other countries. Now, if you're a citizen of St. Kitts, you can buy up here and avoid the 10% land alien holder license fee. Otherwise, you'd have to be a member or a citizen of one of those other countries. You can pull it up the internet. There's about around 11 of those countries. I'm going to tell you something too. If you're looking for price versus view and stuff, if you go to the Southeast Peninsula, views that are kind of like this, you're looking at probably 4 to 5 times higher. Okay, you would think it'd be opposite because down the Southeast Peninsula, you don't have many like grocery stores and things like this, but it's not that way. It's a lot cheaper here, a lot cheaper. I mean, they got lots down there that have. They are pretty lots, but I've seen them 75 and 100 US dollars per square foot versus 10 to 17 US dollars a square foot here. Big difference. I'm going to just kind of walk down here and kind of let you see the area here. Now you can see how we're going down a hill now. Okay, on the other side of here, there's actually a national park, which no one can build. And I'm going to actually show that on another video. But you can look right here. I'm going to show you here. The national park is on the other side of that mountaintop there. Also, folks, while I'm at it, if you're looking at getting citizenship, I think I mentioned to you this before, if you're looking to go with a real estate option, you're looking at anywhere from $50,000 to $150,000 to pay the government fees, background check fees, and legal fees. We have a developer who's picking up these fees, but he's cutting it out the end of October. So if you're looking to get in that real estate option, man, this is the time to do it right now, because you're looking at a huge pickup cost that you're going to be sick if you end up getting that option and the real estate option, and then you didn't take advantage of it, because that is a lot of money that they're picking up for this. You're looking at, and it depends on the size of your family on that cost. And basically they've got they've got a unit that's right at the real estate cost, right at close to it at $400,000, and then you just pick up, you just pay that, the real estate, and they pick up everything else. Then you got a nice place to come down to. You can literally, and one thing too that's real nice, once you get that set up, you can come and live in it and qualify for foreign overseas exclusion if you're still keeping, you know, if you're a U.S. citizen, because we get a lot of U.S. citizens, and you can qualify for that exclusion. And if your wife works with you in the business, you and her both can exclude up to $112,000 a year income each, which is $224,000. And then you have other deductions on top of that. And if you relinquish, there's no limits. Obviously, if you're from a high tax country that taxes based on residency, like, you know, someplace in Europe or Canada, then what will end up happening is you won't have to qualify for the exclusion if you break away long enough from that country to break legally away from the tax ties from there. And this is great, man. You can live down here in beautiful weather all year round, have a business right out of your house starting off, or you can have a company downtown. There's lots of commercial space for that. We also have it out here in Frigate Bay. And man, you feel like you died and gone to heaven. The freedom, if you're a libertarian, man, you're just not going to get any better than this. It's just really nice. And I'll tell you some really good places, not just here hiking, but you can see that I call it New Haven Mountain. I've seen wild goats. They got wild hogs on the other side of that in the national park. They've got these called mongoose. They look like real long, skinny squirrels, but they're all over the island here. And I see those all the time up here too. But that's a really neat hike up here at New Haven Mountain. Of course, if you come up here, you need to wear some long pants because they got some of these thorny things. But great hiking, I tell you, man. I've been up there a couple of times, and really neat. And that's one thing that's nice here is you don't have a lot of heavy traffic, so you're right around all these places you can hike, and you really don't have to. You're close to where you're living, which is so neat. And right here too, you're probably around 3 miles from Basseterre St. Kitts, which is the main city part. So you're right close to all the, to be honest with you, you don't really need to go down there except maybe do a few business things, because a lot of the stuff you can do right out here. But things are so much easier to get done here as far as traveling, because you can park your car downtown and you can go to every place you need to go just parking your car and walking. You don't have to drive 5 miles here and 3 miles here and stuff like that and getting tied up in traffic and stuff. It saves you so much time doing your work. See, if your business is the world, it doesn't make any difference where you live. But you want to pick a place that has no income tax, no capital gains tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax, and where you can get your property tax close to zero. This is what you're looking for, okay? And you want a place, if you like a lot of outdoor activity, like, you know, sailing, things like snorkeling, diving, biking, swimming, just hiking up in different places, hilltops, this is the place to come right here. You can see that was the hilltop. We just came down right there. Anyway, folks, if you want to learn more on this, go to our website, again, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and ask for some help. Also, would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. And folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen. You'll get new videos automatically as they come out, and I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.